Let's head back to the phone lines on 03717 223344. I want to get a Liverpool fan on now. Ran was at the game earlier today. How are we, Ran?
Lovely. Not too bad, Majestic. I love the show. You and Pod.
Oh, thank you. Very kind. We appreciate all of our final word family. You was at the game today. It was a poor result for Liverpool in the week. I thought that's when Liverpool are at their most dangerous. They come back normally chomping at the bit. What happened today?
I think it was sort of a carry on from sort of Thursday. To be fair, I think Thursday they were kind of, I even said it at the start of the game. They're not looking right, and they weren't looking great today. And I think there's a bigger, deep. I think it's all down to sort of Klopp going. I don't think it's a case of, all the players are fit, they were playing well and everything else, but you can kind of just see it, like it's around the air at Anfield. And I think there's something that's got to be sorted out. I think Klopp should have left sort of making that announcement sort of, in the season, and left it sort of after and made it, later, because it's unsettled the players, and you can tell. I mean, even the fans feel it, because everybody is fitting well now, and it's just not connecting. And it just goes to show you. I mean, I looked at Arsenal and I thought they've got a good chance today to sort of give City a sort of a run in. But the other thing I just want to respond to, was it Vera Duckworth that called in from Manchester? You know what I mean?
Vera Duckworth.
I just want to ask Vera Duckworth, when HMRC come to collect the trophies and the points are added on and the fines there, you know what I mean? Will she be sort of in a...
Allegedly, Ran, allegedly. Yeah, I'm going to have to put that there. I have to do my asterisk. I got to say allegedly, okay? Nothing's been proved.
Yeah, but I think it's, it's been one of the best leagues, and I think, Mr. Pardew will agree that this year it's been, a run for your money.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, the only thing that spoiled this season for me is all those rules around that financial fair play. We ain't even got on to, the Man City thing is going to get thrown at them if they win the treble again, for sure. All these allegations. But also, we've got Chelsea's financial results yesterday were appalling. I mean, literally appalling.
Yeah, we want to talk about that, didn't we?
Yeah, well, that's something else we'll come on to later on. But, in terms of, Klopp's decision, I just want to touch on that, because as a manager, I felt that was a strange move that he did to announce it at that time. I think in hindsight, whether he, thinks that was the right thing, when he gets to the end of the season, only he will be able to tell. Personally, I think he should have waited till the end of the year and maybe told the upstairs and left it at that.
The irony is you had him telling him in like really good spirits, like, I'm moving on and we're going to celebrate these months together. And then looking over, of course, after seeing that Bayern Leverkusen have won the Bundesliga, and the way they've done Tuchel, and they sacked him and said, but you're still the manager till the end of the year. It doesn't bode well, does it, to know that someone's leaving?
It doesn't. It is unsettling for the dressing room, for sure, because you have such faith in the manager. He's probably give you a bumper contract somewhere along the line, and you have a real connection with him. And he's leaving. It's all it gets all a bit kind of uneasy. You're not actually you don't feel as confident about your position as a player when the manager is departing that you love so much. So that is difficult. On Tuchel's situation, it's even harder, because he's been kind of pushed to one side, saying you're not going to be here for actually non-performance. Klopp is not leaving from non-performance. Yeah. He's leaving for out of choice, and you couldn't put that against him. So it's two different scenarios, but both unsettling.
Let's head over to George, who's an Arsenal fan. Good evening, George. George, you there, sir?
George is gone.
George is back. How are we, George?
Evening. Sorry, I had you on mute there.
That's all right, mate.
When you're coming on the radio, George, it's not going to be on mute, mate.
Yeah, I thought if I mute it, I might save on the cost of waiting to pay for this call. Not the case.
Right. So, George, You know, today's result, I looked at it and I thought, look, this could offer a difficult task for Arsenal because Villa have been very, very good this season. But you guys have been so strong. And listen, I'm a Spurs fan. Saying how good Arsenal have been is not something I want to do naturally, but you've been fantastic. And every time something's come up, I've gone, oh, this is where they might slip up. And you haven't. What went wrong today, George?
Look, it's easy to throw the blame game and say, blame individual players. But yeah, we just, look, first half, didn't capitalise on it. Elephant in the room is we ain't got a striker, and a striker. But we can sit here and criticise Arteta's 15 formations that he's got. But yeah, I think playing Havertz as a number 8 instead of having up top was a big mistake.
Yeah, that made no sense.
After the Bayern game, Kivio's not going to see us start in the league again, which is unfortunate because we've got Zinchenko, who, listen, he elevated us and take us that step up, but he's just not good enough. Look, listen, he's sitting there talking about fighting for his country, but I don't know what he's trying to do to Tielemans, put it through his legs, and it just stopped dead when it don't work. It's just, listen, we can all blame individual players, right? But yeah, just not good enough overall, I think. Heads went at 60 minutes, 65 minutes. Majestic, I don't know, I'm deflated. I'm not one of these Arsenal fans that sits here and says we're going to do the double because I'm probably the most negative Arsenal fan you'll meet. But
George, okay, I'm going to ask you this because, of course, you're only 2 points behind Manchester City. There's such a long way to go as well. It's not over at all, and there's so many positives to look at. You've still got that game in Munich on Wednesday. That's going to be difficult, but do you think Arteta can get the players up for that and get over that hurdle when all of a sudden you're in a semi-final of the Champions League?
Well, if he doesn't, do we have to start asking questions at that point?
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.